Bottom of page 117, number 8. A few more minutes. Okay, Maddie, you ready? What's the first translation we got to do? What's it say? Read it again. What's it say? Translation along vector. V. Look at the picture. Where's vector V? At the bottom of the picture. Do you see it? How many over and how many up? So that's what we have to do. We have to apply this vector first. Okay, and so 2 over and 1 up. We got to apply the vector. Let's move each point. 2 over, 1 up. 2 over, 1 up. 2 over, 1 up. There's G prime, E prime, and F prime.
I did it the opposite way, like the same confusing.
You can go 1 up and 2 over. That'll work.
So it doesn't matter which one?
As long as you do the X is 2 and the Y is 1. Doesn't matter which one you do first. Okay, so then, Maddie, what do we do next? 180. How do we do 180? We connect it. That's one diagonal away. So F prime is going to go then the other side. That will be F double prime. Don't get confused with that F, because that's for that point. That's F double prime. We connect it. G, how many diagonals is that? 2. And then E, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. E double prime. There's the rotation. Getting kind of busy. All right, now what's the last thing we got to do, Maddie? How many units is that? Okay, so E triple prime F triple prime and G. G triple prime. I do have the advantage of using different colors. But I do think it helps if you've got different colors too. There's the final answer. Now it's not on a coordinate notation, and so I do think it's a little trickier, a little harder. Okay. All right, we got it. Questions? All right, let's move on. Turn to page. On the next page, example B. Now we're going to look at non-rigid transformations. Non-rigid transformations. Example B says, this is page 118, says that the rule xy maps to, is that 3xy? What does a 3 out in front mean like that? Does. But if we were going to describe it as a transformation, what does it mean? It means it's a horizontal stretch. Remember that? We multiply it by 3, it stretches it horizontally. You can fill that in, or circle horizontal, by 3 units. Okay, and then the next one, 1/2 x negative 1/2 y. Well, 1/2 shrinks it. Remember, it's less than 1. And then what does the negative do? That's a reflection. So you can fill in those blanks. You got a reflection, you got 1/2, and we're going to end up with A prime, A triple prime, or double prime, B double prime, C double prime. Okay? All right, now this one is actually a little easier because we have a coordinate plane. So I'm going to catch up and put a coordinate plane. And what is the coordinate of A, B, and C? Simmons, can you see it? What's the coordinate of A?
0, -2.
Okay, hold on. Let me graph it too as I'm going here. Okay, thank you. And B?
-2, -4.
-2, -4. Okay,
-4, -4.
thank you. All right, so that's the first one. All right, so now let's apply the rule. So like I said, I think these are a little easier because it's just applying the math. I'm going to talk through it out loud. Follow along. 0 times 3. 0. -2 times 1. Stays. -2. B prime. -2 times 3. -6. -4 times 1. -4. Kylie, do you see what I'm doing? -4 times 3. -12. -4 times 1. There's my new ordered pair. Lily, does that make sense? All right, let's graph. Where would these be? 0, -2. The A stays in the same spot. Interesting. B, -6, -4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's B prime. And C is -12. Ugh. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And C prime. All right, let's use the straight edge here. Horizontal stretch. What we just applied. Okay, Micah, got it? Nicholas, you good?
Yeah.
All right, we got one more. Now stay with me on the math here. I'm going to do the math in my head. If you can't do it in your head, then use a calculator. Here we go. 0 times 1/2. Anything times 0, still 0. Negative 2 times negative 1/2. Negative 2 times negative 1/2. What do you think? A negative times a negative makes it positive. What's 2 times 1/2? 1. Here we go. B. 1/2 times negative 6. Negative 6 times 1/2. That's negative 3. Stay with me mentally. Negative 4 times negative 1/2. It's positive. What's 4 times 1/2? 2. And C. Negative 12 times 1/2. Negative 6. Negative 4 times negative 1/2. It's positive. We get 2. There's our 3 new ones. I would follow this pattern for every single one. Let's graph. 0, 1, that means it's up here. There's A double prime. B's negative 3, 1, 2, 3, positive 2. There's B double prime. And C double prime is negative 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, positive 2. There's C double prime. And our final diagram. Yeah, use a straight edge. There it is. Because it shrunk. I mean, it got compressed by 1/2. Okay? All right. Questions on that? You see how to do those? All right, let's get a practice one in. Go over to the next page. Let's do number 12. Number 12 on the next page, which is page 119. Carter, do I have the right coordinates? Can you verify for me? Do I? Thank you. Give you a few more moments. We are going to draw the image of the figure in the plane after the given combination of transformations. to your homework. That was a message for the virtual students. Oh no, we're not ready for a unit test. We won't do that. Probably. No.
I didn't think we were, but everyone was saying I was wrong, so I got really confused. I didn't know.
Landon, you ready? Colby, you ready? Mason, you ready? All right, here we go. We got to do the math in our head. Let's do the first step. Here we go. Watch and follow along. 2 times 3 halves. You know, I'm going to come off to the side here and show you this. Anytime I take a number times a fraction, I can still think of it as a reduction of fractions, where I can reduce the numerator and the denominator, and so I end up with 3. If you don't remember how to multiply fractions, use your calculator. So 2 times 3 halves is actually positive 3. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Everyone okay with that? Keep going. 0 times anything, that's the easiest one, it's 0. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. This is A prime, B prime, and C prime. 4 times 3 halves is 6. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. All right, now, trust the math. Don't worry about the picture. Trust the math. And now go graph. 3, negative 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. There's A prime. 0, negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's B prime. And 6, negative 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's C prime. This was horizontally, vertically stretched, and a reflection. Wow. Horizontally, vertically stretched, and a reflection, all in one rule. Okay, all right, now let's do the next one. This one's even easier. This is just a, what's this called? What kind of transformation is this? Just a translation. Thank you. Okay, so let's apply. So we subtract 5 from 3, you get negative 2. We should add 4 to negative 2, you get positive 2. A double prime. 0 minus 5 is negative 5. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. 6 minus 5 is 1. Negative 6 plus 4, negative 2. Let's graph. Trust your math. So now, I don't go negative 2 off of this one. I go off the origin. It's like I'm graphing it. Does that make sense? Okay. So negative 2, 2. Negative 1, negative 2, 1, 2. There is A double prime. Negative 5, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is B double prime. And 1, negative 2. There is C double prime. Let's connect. And we are finished. Now, could we have applied the last rule straight from the graph? Yes. Just watch. You don't have to do this. But if I go negative 5, positive 4, if I go from B, negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, positive 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, look at that. That is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that is so cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. More than one way to do it. We still end up in the right spot. Nicholas, that makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we good? We did really 2 types of problems, but nothing new. It's just we're doing more things on a single problem. Okay? Here's your homework. page 122. It is due tomorrow. Page 122. 1 through 4, 6 and 8, 9 through 18. This one is going to take you a half hour, maybe a little longer. It's a little longer. We get out at 10:22. You got 10 minutes. It's 10:12.